Leave me alone!
Hi, my name is Lee, and I really like Cobblemon. I mean, who wouldn't? It adds beautifully designed Pokemon into Minecraft, it gives us an amazing exploration experience, and it even has a great community that anyone can join.
Oh, hey Lee.
Shut up, Clanker.
The fuck?
But it's not all perfect. Considering that Cobblemon is a lot younger compared to other mods, it's so surprised that its features would be lacking. That's why today, I'll be showing you the best mods to make Cobblemon feel complete. This will also include the data packs, texture packs, and even shaders. But if you don't want to add these mods individually, I got you. I made a mod pack that consists of all the things I'll be talking about, plus a little bit more. Best part is, you can freely install this in the description box down below. Now that that's settled, let's start off with the first mod on the list. Do you hate yourself so much that you want the Pokemon to hate you as well?
No.
Well, Cobblemon Fighter Flight allows you to do exactly that. Instead of just mobs trying their best to kill you, the wild Pokemon will also do their best in making that possible. But it's not all bad. Cobblemon Fighter Flight allows your Pokemon to attack and defend you as well. Some Pokemon may even run away from you when you try to catch them. Although, the first time you install the mod, the Pokemon will only try to murder you once you hit them. But with the power of the config, we can easily change that. Here, we're allowed to pick what type of Pokemon species will be a kill-on-sight type of Pokemon, or even what type of abilities they require to start beating you up. So, if you ever want a replacement for the original Minecraft mobs, then I recommend installing this mod. Radical Cobblemon Trainers, or RCT, is one of the must-have mods for your Cobblemon world. It adds in over 900 trainers for you to battle, different gym leaders, and of course, different Elite Fours. Currently, RCT has 3 different story modes: Radical Red, Unbound, and BDSP. Radical Red being the original, Unbound being the more difficult series, and BDSP for people who has skill issue. I'm joking. Slightly. I almost forgot to mention that they also add level caps that increases every time you beat a gym leader. If you don't like that concept, then not to worry. You could always choose either the empty series or the free roam series, both of which will allow you to level up and battle any trainers anytime you want. Alright, before you start talking about how those 2 mods just make your lives way harder, don't worry. Radical Trainers SV adds way more trainers into the game. And that's not all. They've also added different series from the Unova region to the Kalos Mega region. Yes, you heard me right. Mega region. This little can now use Mega Evolution because apparently the difficulty wasn't difficult enough. The best part? They can also use Terra. Freaking Terra! You know what? Just bring in Wolf into the data pack. Since we're already in the topic of RCT, we might as well add everything else we need to make it better. Radical Trainer structure adds in different gyms into your world, as well as allowing the gym leaders to spawn inside it. Do keep in mind that the structures are only for the Radical Red series. RCT Trainers Texture Plus is a resource pack that gives the RCT trainers their own unique skin. Lastly, Radical Trainer Badges allows you to get the gym badges from the gym leaders that you beat. Now, let's move on to making Cobblemon a fair bit more interesting. Legendary Monuments spawns in different structures that has legendaries inside it, but it's not as simple as you may think. Most, if not all of these legendaries, requires you to have a specific item that corresponds to their lore. Like for example, to acquire Ho-Oh, first you must obtain a Rainbow Wing. Look for the Bell Tower structure, and place a Rainbow Wing on the pedestal on the top of the tower. Of course, some structures aren't as straightforward as this. Some of them may require you to solve different puzzles, acquire different items, or collect different Pokemon. Sihon made a very good guide about this mod, so if you want to know more, make sure to check his video out in the description box down below.
Did you take this video without permission?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm taking this video down.
No. Considering that Legendary Monument is fairly new, that typically means that it doesn't have all the legendaries just yet. That's why having Cobblemon Myths and Legends is definitely a great idea. Myths and Legends, if you didn't know, is a mod that allows you to summon any legendaries using the item that represents them. Keep in mind that in order to summon them, you must be in the biome that they normally spawn in. Like for example, Cobbreeding could be spawned in by using a Scarlet Book while being in the Savannah biome. These two will definitely make your Cobblemon adventure a lot more enjoyable. Speaking of which, Cobblemon Additions and Cobblemon Towns Continued are 2 of the must-have add-ons if you want to further enhance your Cobblemon exploration experience. Both of these will spawn in unique looking structures like the iconic Pallet Town, the dependable Poke Centers, and a huge building filled with different Pokemon items. These 2 are also compatible with another mod called Cobble Dollars, allowing you to buy items that the NPCs are selling using an actual in-game currency. And if that's not enough, well, why don't we turn the villagers into actual Pokemon NPCs? With the help of the Cobble Fall texture pack, we can finally turn these scamming pieces of shits into human scamming pieces of shits. Next up on the list is probably one of, if not the best side mod for Cobblemon, Cobblemon Mega Showdown. A mod that adds in all different gimmicks plus all Pokemon transformations. By all gimmicks, I mean all gimmicks. Mega Evolution, Z moves, Terrestrialization, Fusion, and Gigantamaxing. I've already talked about this mod in my past video, so if you want to know more, then feel free to check it out. I might also make a new guide for it, so make sure to subscribe to not miss it. Now that we have all the Pokemon gimmicks, it's time for us to add in all the Pokemon available in the game. As you may know, Cobblemon already has all the Pokemon, but the problem is that they don't have a way to spawn them, and also, the textures are kinda missing. But all the Mons data pack adds in the spawn condition, plus it also brings in most, if not all the textures into the game. Best part is that the textures actually look very nice. I mean, take a look at this Arceus. It's beautiful. There's one problem though. If you add it in with Mega Showdown, it might become a little buggy, but there is a simple solution to this. All the Mons X Mega Showdown makes the combination for these two mods incredibly stable, as well as adding different config to make the experience of catching Pokemon a lot more immersive. Please note that if you were to add all the Mons X Mega Showdown, make sure that you have Mega Showdown installed, and also get rid of any version of all the Mons data pack from your world. The Cobblemon experience won't be complete if all you could do with your Pokemon is battle with it and stare at it. That's why having the Cobblemon Ride-On mod is incredibly essential. With this, you'll be able to ride most of the Pokemon that you think you can ride, like the cool looking Charizard, this Garchomp, and even this Gyarados. If you're wondering why you can't ride your legendaries, well, the simple answer to that is because you need a config setup to ride them. Luckily, the ATM X Mega Showdown data pack also adds in a bunch of config to let all of us ride a bunch of Pokemon, including the legendaries. I know Cobblemon will be adding the ride system in the next update, but it's not here yet, so this mod is still valid. Now, we have the gimmicks, the riding, and even the spawning, but we are missing some other key gameplay. Cobbreeding is a mod that allows players to breed their Pokemon using a pasture block. Just get two Pokemon that are compatible with each other, place both of them in a pasture block, and wait for an egg. Honestly, we've already added a few mods into our game, and it's kinda making it a little messy, which is why we have to add a few quality of life add-ons. First up on the list is a mod called Cobblemon Pokenav, a mod that, you guessed it, adds Pokenavs, fishing navs, and the Pokefinder. These little devices has a lot of features inside it, like for example, showing the spawn rate of the Pokemon inside the biome that you're in, tracking down the Pokemon you want, and showing a small minimap that truly fits the whole Cobblemon aesthetic. Ever got annoyed of the fact that you have to keep placing down PCs in order to see the Pokemons that you've caught? Well, with Cobblemon Box Link, that problem will be a thing of the past. Instead of having to constantly break and place down a PC, now you'll be able to see your Pokemon with just a quick right click. One of the things I disliked about my UI was the fact that it didn't show that much information about my Pokemon, items, and even eggs that I got from breeding. Thankfully, with the help of the mod More Cobblemon tweaks, I was able to forget about this problem. It adds a bunch of quality of life mechanics, like displaying your Pokemon IVs when hovering on it, showing the stats of the eggs that you have even when it hasn't hatched yet, giving out the description of the items that you have, and so many more. This mod has truly become one of the best quality of life mods the community has to offer. Since we're already on the topic of PCs, this is probably the best time to introduce you to Cobblemon Auto Tidy Up PC. It allows you to sort the Pokemon in Pokédex order, IVs, genders, shiny status, and by the first alphabet of their species. SimpleTMs is a mod that adds in TMs and TRs. You can either get them from beating Pokemon or by crafting them. If you were to go with the crafting route, then here's how you do it. First, get a Pokemon that has the move you want, craft a blank TM or a blank TR, use it on the Pokemon that has the move, click on that move, and give it to the Pokemon you want the move to go to. If you've played any type of Pokemon game, then you'd be aware of the existence of the Pokeball loot. Cobblemon Loots adds exactly that for your Cobblemon world. Of course, depending on the type of Pokeball it is, you can even get rare items. Similarly, Dex Rewards also gives out free items. The difference is that you have to catch Pokemon in order to get these rewards. Cobblemon Capture XP, as the name implies, is a mod that gives your Pokemon XP just by catching wild Pokemon. Cobblemon Parting Gifts gives everyone rewards from releasing their Pokemon. The rarer the Pokemon you release, the better your rewards will be. Cobblemon Unchained is a mod that records the streak that you're in. These streaks could lead you to encounter a Pokemon with high IVs, shiny, or even with hidden abilities. The streaks are counted by either catching or KOing a Pokemon. Just keep in mind that once you've caught or beaten a different Pokemon, then that streak will be cut short. Now, let's move on to the other texture packs that I've installed. Cobblemon Interface Modded and Cobblemon Interface Recolored completely changes the Minecraft UI, making it look more Pokemon-like. Cobblemon Emissive Ores makes the Cobblemon Ores like the Sunstone Ore sparkle. Cobblemon Plaques changes how Minecraft's achievement looks, making it fit the whole Pokemon aesthetic even more. Most of the resource packs that I've talked about are optional to install. Now that we're done talking about the mods, it's time to teach you how to install the mod pack. First thing you have to do is install the mod pack in the description box down below. Go to your Modrent, click the plus button, head to the From File option, then drag the mod pack that you've installed into Modrent. After the installation is finished, click play, then head on over to single player. You'll notice an existing world in there. That world has all the data packs inside it, so just change the seed and start playing. Make sure to enable the resource pack as well, because they're important. Hopefully you have fun with this incredibly scuffed mod pack. Anyways, my name is Lee, and please subscribe.